yeah, so basically, I wanted to do that. I wanted to watch her first episode, 15 episode, 30 episode, but I couldn't because there was no time. But I did manage to watch at least a bit, like 16 minutes. 16. I've watched at least a bit of like 16 minutes of her show, the first episode,
Hmm.
and I shit you not, the first minute it started to play, her race card was brought in. No, 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 not her race card, her woman card.
Okay.
So that was the moment I realized, like, her opening was all about how she was the first woman to ever star or host a late night show, which I think it's like, okay, it's commendable, but
Oh,
I
you're
feel
talking
like,
about that monologue. Yeah, yeah, I actually watched that one too. Right.
yes,
Yeah.
it's not even a monologue. Before that, she had like an opening sequence. I think she has it on her YouTube. It's turned into a music video, but that was her opening, like her opening act. Like,
Okay.
it was her going into a room full of meetings, full of white men, and then like she was sitting in the middle, and then like they were making fun of like friends or something like that, and how it's not relatable, and then she was like mentioning her as a woman, that she wants to just be herself, and then she started like singing and rapping about how she's the first woman on late night show, which I thought was okay. Actually, I think the concept is cool, but to me, I feel like the more you say that you're the first woman of a late night show, it's like nobody cares anymore.
Yeah, and it's also like a little bit
You
weird
know
and
what I mean?
suspicious. It's like you keep saying it, but like, why do you keep mentioning it? It feels like as if that's not true. You,
Oh,
you,
I
you
didn't
understand
think
what I
of
mean?
that.
Yeah, because that's what I was feeling when she. Because like you're talking about the music video. I actually watched that one too, and it was really cringy. I couldn't stand watching the whole thing. It's really
Yeah,
hard.
yeah, yeah,
It was really hard
yeah.
for me, like to personally, to watch that sort of thing, because like it,
Yeah.
because she keeps pushing this
Exactly.
idea of her being the only female slash bisexual slash uh like man of color, in a late night show. Because like, to be fair, that's true, right?
Right.
In a late night show circle, there's like the most obvious ones are like Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, and then Conan O'Brien,
Right.
Trevor
Right.
Noah. Trevor Noah is probably the only like non.
Black. Is it?
He's
Is he
he's
black? I don't
African.
know.
He's South African, so I don't know
Yeah,
whether he
yeah. I
was
think, I
black or
think,
not.
I think. Yeah.
Like there's a whole segment, like a whole stand-up thing where Trevor Noah makes fun of the fact that like he's trying to be black and everything. But yeah, other than Trevor Noah, that I think it's kind of true that Lily Singh is the only non-white late night show host, right?
Yes,
Compared to,
and also
yeah,
that she's a woman, right?
she's a woman, and also she's like part of the LGBT community because none of those people are, I think.
True, but I don't like how it's being shoved down our face, like not our face,
Yes,
our
yeah, yeah,
throat.
yeah, yeah. A
It's
throat
like,
even at
I
that point.
think, I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, because like at that point I felt like, why are you doing this? Like, do you? And my favorite comment I've read when I was watching her, any of her monologue or any of the commentary channels that was like commenting about her, is that
Yeah.
being bisexual, like female or a woman of color, is not a personality trait.
It's not. It's actually
Yeah,
not.
it's not.
But she makes it that way. Actually, my theory is that it's actually more of a marketing move, like a marketing strategy, because like you said, she's the first woman of late night show. She's like of color, minority, for example, and also, she's, yeah, bisexual. So like they try to squeeze that personality of hers as a marketing move for like other people, kind of like inclusivity, how everyone will be like, oh, she's different, or the LGBT community will be like, oh, one of us, let's watch. So it kind of like, I think it was an attempt to increase her viewership, even
Ah,
even though I kind of personally think that if they had just said it once or like twice every now and then, people would get the idea. Like, I'm pretty sure people who watched Lily Singh was not there for her, not because she was a woman of color who's bisexual, but it was just because she's Lily Singh. She's a YouTuber who was famous, and now she's made it to traditional media. I think, like, to me, that was interesting to see someone going to traditional media that way, not because she's a woman, not because she's, a bisexual. It's literally just that, like, just because she's cool. If it was PewDiePie, it wouldn't matter. I personally don't think that it would change anything. But I think in terms of marketing, in terms of like audience ship, I
Mhm.
can see why they try to push that, they try to push that like, yeah, we're unique in a way.
So that's what you think. I personally don't think about it that way because the thing is, she's pushing this not only on her like the late night show host that she's on, but it's like literally everywhere, like on Twitter or like on YouTube. That's like basically the message that she sends out, pretty much freaking all the time, right?
You're right.
So I personally think it's not. I personally think that she actually wholeheartedly believes that, which again, not like it's not really a bad thing to be for, right? To be pushing for, but it's just that uh, it's not. It doesn't look good if you're trying to push it so freaking hard down our throats that like, yes, we are aware you exist, right? Because she will shout to the top of the mountains, so basically saying, "Hey, I'm a bisexual woman of color, and I'm a late night show host. Great, good for you, cool. This is a great opportunity, right? For not
Mm.
just being a bisexual woman of color, being a late night show host, but also just in general, like being a YouTuber, being in a special place that you're in, right?
Right,
Like
right,
to basically present yourself to the world and to your circle, to your this almost like mainstream media elites that you're part of, like that you're not part of, right?
right.
But all she does is literally just make fun of white people and say, "Oh, hey, look at me. I'm Indian. I'm bisexual. Blah blah blah. This and that." And it's like, dude, come on.